Hi guys, Gina here. Today I want to talk a bit more about the parasympathetic nervous system. So the last video I did was around the left nostril breathing to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Today I want to talk a little bit more about why it's important to activate our parasympathetic and what its main functions are and why it is that we would want to make sure that we are indeed bringing ourselves down after times of high stress. So the parasympathetic nervous system is known as the rest and digest and the feed and breed system. Now, what does that mean? So in terms of rest, it tends to lower down our heart rate, lower our blood sugar levels, and calm down after times of high stress, and also returns blood flow to our digestive system. So if we think about the body's survival mechanism, so when we're in times of high stress, the body thinks that it is about to be chased by a lion and get eaten. So we go into the fight or flight mode. And in order to do that, the heart rate elevates, the blood flow diverts away from the internal digestive organs and away from the reproductive organs, and instead distributes out to the extremities, ready to either run or to fight. So at this point in time, the body doesn't see digestion or reproduction as being top priority. So after we have experienced high stress situation in which we've gone into the fight or flight mode, the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, and it will lower down the heart rate and lower down the blood sugar, and it will return the blood flow to the digestive organs and to the reproductive organs. So that's why we call it the feed and breed system. So what does that mean for us? If we spend a lot of time in high stress situations, our body doesn't quite recognize whether or not it is a 5 o'clock deadline or if it is a massive lion that is chasing us. It experiences stress in the same way. Now, when we are in that state of stress, it means that the body has diverted the blood flow away from our digestive system and away from our reproductive organs, and it has elevated our heart rate and elevated our blood sugar. So what that means, we have higher heart rate, we have a higher craving for quick energy substances, which is where we start to crave to eat really probably crappier food, high sugar foods and high energy, quick energy foods, to, feed us in that sense that, we're being chased by a lion. So we need to eat foods to give us quick energy. And it will also mean that our digestion probably isn't as good with the blood flow not quite being there. The body's not prioritizing digesting our food properly. And it also means that when it comes to the feed and breed component, when it comes to getting romantic, the body's priority is not quite there. It's in a state of stress. It's not prioritizing the need to reproduce or to get romantic, get in the mood. So when you're in a state of high stress, it may be a little bit harder to get motivated in that area as well. So activating the parasympathetic nervous system, meaning we can lower our heart rate, lower our blood sugar and our cravings for high energy foods, digest our food properly. And when we talk about digestion, we don't actually just talk about food per se. We talk about digestion in terms of our whole entire day. So when we think about what digestion actually means, so when we digest food, we consume, we process, we take out nutrients, and we expel what we don't need. We do the same thing when it comes to what we've experienced throughout the day in terms of ideas and exposures in our environment, thoughts, things that have happened throughout the day. We need to digest. So by the end of the day, after you've been go all day, you need to be able to digest your day. How do we do that? There's a few ways you can do that. So talking to someone, talking to a loved one, talking to a friend, talking to a partner, being able to talk out what it is that's happened throughout the day, process it, and then let go that which you no longer need to hold on to. Journal writing is another really good way to kind of just write out your thoughts, and also meditation as well. So there are some of the ways that you can go about digesting your day. So we've gone from lowering our heart rate, improving our digestion, and then the last one is around getting a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more relaxed before we decide to get romantic as well. So you can imagine when you're in a high stress, tense, feeling, it's a bit harder to be able to get in the zone and get into the mood. So being able to calm down and relax and, the body returning blood flow to all those organs. Same for guys and girls, there's no difference. The parasympathetic nervous system works the exact same way. And it will bring you into a state that's a lot more calm and relaxed and a little bit more welcoming for some companionship as well. So they're the main functions of the parasympathetic nervous system. It is super important, especially when we live in our day-to-day lives, running on pretty much high stress environments, constantly functioning from the sympathetic nervous system, high heart rates, high blood sugar, not digesting properly, and not being able to sort of calm down and relax at the end of the day. So stay tuned. I will be posting more videos on how we can activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And I'll also be doing a video on how constantly being in a state of stress might be distorting your perception of discomfort versus danger. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys.